Yo, this is the Scarcity Studios YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. And our sponsors are Alpha Claims and Hire Birmingham, the leading and best accident management company. Get a replacement car anywhere in 1 hour. I really appreciate you joining me today, and there's been a lot of scenes of excitement and joy across the country as Boris Johnson yesterday announced the lifting of certain restrictions in the UK in relation to the lockdown. Up to 6 people can gather outdoors now, and this has resulted in hundreds of people taking to the parks across the country. In one example we'll cover first is in Nottingham in the East Midlands. The newspapers have said that brawls have broke out and hundreds of people have descended into madness in Nottingham Park on Monday. But from the footage that we can see, and there's no actual police reports of any arrests, this is actually quite far from the truth. The majority of people were there to have a good time. The video footage that is released shows people popping champagne and responding in a good way. There was one fight which is not classed as brawls in plural, and this was broken up by some other sensible people. Of course, when there's hundreds of people gathering in the sun drinking alcohol, someone is bound to have not been acting appropriate.
What the fucking hell was that? Whoa, fucking hell.
But this was soon nipped in the bud and there was no knife violence. But the papers went on to say that the brawls broke out as hundreds of people was in the park, just having a good time from the looks of things. There doesn't seem to be any reports of any casualties. Nottingham Council called for people to take responsibility. They are banning alcohol from being consumed in the park. So it'd be interesting to see. Of course, people want to have a good time as they've been locked down for the past year, but they've got to do it responsibly and to avoid any confrontation with the authorities. Because it was only yesterday that raves were actually illegal in the UK, and this was demonstrated by a rave that was held under the M6 bridge on the border of Warwickshire. West Midlands police were called and a helicopter also arrived there in this under the bridge rave. Officers found the gathering and fined 22 people £200 underneath Junction 4. They were worried that those that were gathered may spread COVID, even though a matter of hours later, the government said that it was okay that groups could gather outside. Thermal imaging cameras were used and 30 people were seen underneath the bridge, and the police helicopters, the night lights were used to pick up the gathering. Chief Inspector Chris Todd said this was an unauthorised event and was illegal with COVID restrictions. And I'd like to thank the officers that helped to make sure this event didn't go ahead and was shut down very quick.
You can see people closely bunched together. Better than 30 people under there, I'd say, at the moment.
Is there any way of lighting that location up, which is maybe giving them a hint that they need to move away?
Yeah, we'll get a bit lower and I'll put the lights on shortly.
Any persons coming out of that site, ascertaining details for fixed priority notices, it's a £200 fine for the attendance of a UME. If anybody has got possession of any sound equipment, make sure those details are firmly recorded. We'll look for prosecution post-incident.
Yeah, just a quick message from Officer Sierra 5 there at the entrance to the cemetery. They're having concerned parents turn up in cars trying to find their children. They've been advised, we're going to get details from them as well in terms of, as you've mentioned, post-incident, that they've been told by the officers to go back to their cars and wait for further instruction received.
Yeah, full pack of Carlin here, Stu. Full pack of Carlin.
And in some other news from Birmingham as well, police have released dashcam footage of the moment that a man took the police on a chase through the Aston area. The Central Motorway Police Unit said that Atif Ayub took police on a chase on the 17th of January that lasted for 6 minutes. They tried to use stingers to take out his Seat Leon as he was heading into oncoming traffic on Lordley Middleway. Police actually ended up using a ramming tactic to take him off the street, and the 23-year-old was arrested at the scene. Ayub admitted dangerous driving and driving without a licence or insurance at Birmingham Crown Court on the 29th of March and was jailed for 12 months. He was also disqualified from driving for 4.5 years and must pass an extended licence to get his licence back. So this is two examples of people acting dangerously in lockdown, and I'd like people to really take precautions when they're out and to drink responsibly as well. I really appreciate you joining me for this brief episode. I'll be back again with some more news later. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Peace.
I've got it, mate. I'll go off.